Well, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Peter Ray's Adventures live. Well, everybody, make sure it's all correct, all the sound. My name's Peter, part-time Evo reseller, all-round legend, as you know. I've got Instagram and Facebook. Find all the information in the description below. Got a Ko-Fi page, buy me a coffee. And as you know, an eBay store. Find that information in the description below. Wait for a few minutes for people to pop in. We've got 5 watching. Do say hello. Topic for tonight. Thought to talk about promotions. Do you get better sales with or without using promotions? Plus, I want to talk about business policies. Not go into it as such, just an annoying thing that happens. But we go through as we can. So what I'll do, I'll see we've got Lee's popped in. Welcome, Lee. I've got my eBay store there on the top, or you can find it in the description below. And I will show you a few sales. With one, I've purposely missed out on the sales because, as we know, we all get little nuggets of information where you do not, under any circumstances, do not share online or do not share that information. So one of the items that sold recently, I'm not going to share because it's my nugget. I know it's a good thing, and say no more. So I don't want the prices to tank online. So yeah, but I'll share everything else that has sold recently regarding with promotions on and promotions off. Do bear with me. I've got some photos I put on there about the items, so I don't have to keep going through. Oh, my phone's going off again. Hi, Builds the Moon. Thanks for popping in. Got any questions? Do put them in the side chat, or if you're watching the replay, appreciate that. I'll put questions in side chat, or if you're watching the replay, pop it in the comment section below after obviously the video is finished, or if you're watching the replay, stick it in the comments below. I'll answer them as soon as I can. So let me know, do you promote your listings on eBay? And do you get better sales promoting listings or worse sales with promoted listings, or do you get better sales without using promotions or worse without promotions, etc., etc., etc.? Let us know. For me, I've always been an advocate of like going through promotions, promoting various stages, percentages, all that. Because recently, for a while, I've been doing 5% any items over £20 and 3% from £7 up to £19.99. Up until about 4 weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago or so, the promotions were doing averagely okay. Didn't get all my items go through promotions route, but some of them did. Let's have a look where I'm going from. Trying to think where I would from there, from that day. 1, 2, 2.5 weeks ago. Basically, for a while, as you know, there's a lot of item. As you know, recently for a few weeks, there's been glitches through eBay, and one of those annoying things is promoted listings. Your impressions on promoted listings were way down, and someone, Emma Reseller on Instagram, said about it and phoned up eBay and sorted it out. So I went onto eBay for Business and said about it, and they put me onto this list or something. I'm trying to have a look, see what they called it. They called it a list or something. eBay for Business, 28th of July. Add it to the ticket. And I was like, okay. And a few sales here and there, but nothing special. And recently, the sales were going boom, 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 boom. considering I have not really been listing at all, the sales been okay. So I'm thinking, why? Because there's issues with the promotions on regarding the like promotions on that particular, because always issues with that, like your impressions on the items. That's when you do a promotion. Sorry, I'm getting my words out in a minute. Let me just quickly go through. Hi, Ali. This you're in. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Any questions, pop them in side chat. Let me just go through down the list. Performance shop, marketing, promotions. I used to do promotions and sales and coupons and stuff. Buying coupons are crap. The impressions, organic impressions, up to promote listings. Because I promoted a while back, and basically from the 28th of July, 29th, I think it was, I stopped promoting, which was a Saturday, and I thought, fuck it, take it off. I took it off all the way up to the 7th. When I put it back on, 7th up to Monday. I put it back on for a week, because I had it off from the 28th, 29th to the 6th. So 7th, 6th. No, it might have been half through the 7th on the Monday. So that's 1 week, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8.5 days. Had it off, and at that particular time, from the 29th of July to 7th, 29th of July, 1, 2, 3, 4 sales. Yeah, it's not great, but it's what it is, right? When you're trying to get sales through, they won't come through for whatever reason. The organic impressions were nothing. Organic impressions promoted, like all through promote, nothing. Promote listing impressions, nothing, because I didn't promote. And same again through from Monday. And for some reason, my sales have been going really well. That might be just a coincidence, but I'm thinking, hang a minute, it's confusing. But I won't put the promotions on for a while, for at least another week, just to see how they're gonna react with me doing a bit of listing, taking a bit of money as well. Let me go through the chat. Hi, Ali. We have promotions on everything. I tried to turn it off a couple of times, but I get scared after a day with hardly any sales and turn it back on again. I can understand why, because I've been an advocate for promoted listings all throughout, pretty much most of the time being on eBay. Not all of it, probably about 65%, 70% of the time I've been on eBay. And with the issues on the impressions, I've really been crap, literally throughout. I don't get into all this clicks and impressions and all that. My impressions are 60.6 down on the last 31 days, but CTR, which is click-through rate, is 0.02% up. And my average sell-through rate is 4.40%, which is an average of 25%, 0.25% up from the last 31 days, and that sort of thing. So it swings around about, in that particular. Let's go down the list. Hi, Alan, thanks for popping in. James popping in, thanks for popping in, James. Depends on what the item is. Some items that really need to be promoted. That is very true, yes. That's why you've got to look at all items throughout. And that's why when I promote, when I start a new campaign, I do the simple. I don't bulk edit or automated. I just do simple and create a campaign and click each one that I think needs promoting. So the one I've done, 3% under £19.99 from like £7 to £19.99. That's ended on Monday. let's have a look at the impressions down there. 58 clicks. 166.661 impressions. No sold through that, but 5% over £20, 74,073 and 66,000. Yeah, sorry, 74,073, 72 clicks. What one sold? For £53.20, and then obviously got an ad free about £2.66. But it gets difficult throughout. I personally think through what eBay have been, what I call fiddling, going through and mucking about with promotions. Each store, most stores' promotions were stifling the listings. Fair enough, you get like older listings that are need to be either sold online elsewhere or to the car boot or to a charity shop. What's called sticky stock, literally. So I'll talk about that car boot in a bit before I get into proper. And I was like, right, okay. I think it's sort of semi-mended itself at the moment, what I can see. Also, regarding that issue, you had an issue where some of the people couldn't see their items on their store. So people can buy their items. But for me, personally, for touch wood, it was okay. But I didn't fancy promoting higher than, I think the highest I went was about 10%. I tried that and it was worse. Higher I promote for my listings, the worse it gets. But the sales I've had might be a coincidence. Let's go through some of these chats. Got any questions? Put them in the side chat. We had an amazing May, then June and July tanked. After quick message to eBay and then saying nothing is wrong, sales started flying back in. Yeah, I think once you message eBay about an issue, sales really do kick in. As long as that issue is regarding like probably promotions or something relative, or if you're just moaning about whether, then they don't bother. But I think they switch something back on, which I don't know if it's true or what it is, but good that's flying back in though. Yeah, my May was awful. June was okay, and July was okay. August is brilliant so far. I generally don't promote any items over £100. They should sell organically. Yeah, it depends on what it is. You always go through when you do a promotion. You can see the percentage that they want you to promote, or for example, if you've got like a listing, which I'll get on up here quickly, you got a listing, and you go onto a listings, active listings. Come on, eBay. Just quickly go through one of my ties, for example. You go down to the bottom, and normally it comes up. You can see a pricing option. It comes up when you're creating a new listing. How much that item is selling for, what percentage, and that, and then promotions, and all that. But I just try and do it but it's really difficult. But I may put them back on next week and see how it's going, if it tanks it again. Because with listing, you've got to list a fair amount to try and drum up the sales, because eBay like to list and do other things on your store. As long as you've got activity going on your store, whether you're listing or you're doing promotions or you're going through doing your feedback or whatever it may be, then that's good. Alan says there he has 25% of my items at 3% and the rest not promoted. So you basically, what I'm assuming, you pick and choose. Hi Pete, thanks for popping in. Monkey Fifter. Evening everybody. I stopped promo for new stuff a couple of months ago and everything was good, but last few days zero, so I might switch back on. Yeah, I always find that when eBay are in the background doing something to the the eBay site or the app, especially when you get, it's not me, it's you when you're trying to list or do something, you know they're fiddling through something internally out in the background. So you know something's going to happen when you look at the next seller update every month, when you next month. And you're like, oh, okay, they've been working on that, working on this and the other. It's like, right, it's okay. But you always know at a certain point that sales are going to go up. And then you go, right. Because I did worry about a month and a half ago, actually, thinking, what's happening here? And I couldn't do anything right on the store, and it was tanking sales. And eventually it got back up. It was days and days and days where it was absolutely rubbish sales-wise, everything else. Hi, Paul, for popping in. I sold a top today, not promoted, took 5 years. Oh, blimey. Is that because, as you say, not promoted that item? Have you looked at that top over the last 5 years? Because I find, like, I used to be, put your item on, leave it till it sells. But these days, for the last year, I personally think you've got to look at your items every month. Maybe not all your items, but certain few items. Look at the title, description. Are your pictures okay? Any spelling mistakes? Have you got your item description okay? Your item specifics? Because I noticed when I went through earlier, I'll tell you about it in a sec as well, that some of my item specifics had changed for certain items. From the life of me, I've forgotten what they were. It was only earlier. I was like, hang on a minute. Why? Because they're updating the specifics again. I noticed loads of new ones. Some I put on, some I didn't have time to sort it out. And that's why I find you've got to try and work through at least once a month some of your listings. If you've got 1,000, it's very difficult to go through 1,000. But if you go through 20, 30 a month, and then the next month go through another 20 or 30, or wherever you like to do it, and then it's okay. Like, you get the specifics okay, and then you can change your titles, your descriptions, your photos, change your prices or your promotions to what percentage eBay may want. But it's hard, really, to try and jump sales. People say, oh, no, I get 1,000 sales a month, 5K a month. Bollocks. It's really hard to work through it. It all depends on what you're selling, what items basically are in at the moment. Because a lot of us just sell usually bread and butter items like Pokemon plushes, Boppets, blanks, tapes, football cards, football programs, vinyls. There's specialized like things that people do sell. Like, I know, like Cheryl, Pound Girl reseller, she sells hell of a lot of antique items and gets good prices for them. But a lot of items do sit around a lot. And I know from me, I've got quite a few items that I will need to look at, but I left on my store that I didn't take off because I went to a car boot the weekend and sold, which I'll tell you about in a sec. I'm like, okay, I really need to sit down for an hour, go through a few items, go, okay, just have a look, change keywords, titles, photos. Even if it's a drag, photographing them again, finding where they are and photographing, because half of them, for me, are not SKU coded. So I'm like, shit, where are they? Let's go down the list. Chris Tyler popping in. Thanks for popping in. I had a message today from I had a message from someone I sent an offer to. He said eBay wouldn't accept it. eBay's broke. Was that today or was that another day, Chris? Yeah, there's a lot of that about. Apparently you can send offers to multiple people now, something like that. It gets quite confusing, like, and that. Trying to find something on here the other day. Let's have a look through. Oh, here we go. Oh, tell me I'm live on my channel. Lovely. One of the chats I'm on. There's a new checkbox when sending offers on desktop. Here, for example. Oh, come on. Oh, I need to turn my. Oh, I know what I need to do. Shit. 1 second, folks. Let me sort that. I forgot to do that. Basically, send offers. You can allow offers, automatically send offers. 2 seconds. Put that there. Hopefully they're okay. Down that to 40%. Sorry, I forgot to do that before I went live, just to turn things down slightly. So maybe I've said to see that. No, it's not going to have it. It usually has it. Come on. There we go. No, it's not going to have it. I'll turn it down. Basically, allow offers, recommends counter offers, automatically send offers, share with new interested buyers. Right. And there's no consistency between app and desktop. On desktop, counter offers is off by default, and auto send is on by default. On the app, it's the other way around, which is weird. Anyway, down the list we go. Hi, Richard. Thanks for popping in. I know you are away in Brixham Harbour. Nice one. Hope you have a nice evening. Yeah, we're all good. We're all well. PWW, thanks for popping in. You only have 60 listings. Oh, okay. Sounds about right. No, it's good though. Hopefully you're up in your listings soon. If you want to play around a level up, you get some good sales. Hi John, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Down list. Right. So what I did whole of last week, I recorded videos Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday because I went out Wednesday with a mate. So there's 4 videos to come for that week where I share with you and show you me pulling out items to take down to the car boot. So you might have seen the video on my channel, latest video, where I went down to car boot and sold. And it was pretty okay because what I did, I took sticky stuff off my store, quite a few bits, and also through my backlog, stuff I'm not going to list, which is low value stuff I don't fancy packing, I can't be bothered with. I took it down to the car, but some of it brought back, but a lot of it I sold, like all Harry Potter books that were had either writing in, a few bits of staining, or just one that's sun damaged. I don't sell Harry Potter books. Like, well, I sell decent ones, but not like the ones for like bundles. I kept a few back. For example, these. Just show you a couple. I kept these back. For example, the different versions, right? And other versions of Harry Potter books and that. Anyhow, so that was okay. I sold a fair amount. As you saw, I made like over £70. My mum made over £30. So we did well. I saw Pete. I saw another guy called Luke and someone else. So sorry, I keep forgetting your name. And nice to see though. There's Anne Maria, Luke's sister as well. You may have seen on some of the videos. So I was like, okay, fair enough. And I was happy with what I physically got rid of, stock wise. So I was like, good, but that's okay. Got rid of a lot of sticky stock stuff I didn't want to list. Low value games, toys, usual stuff, boppets, recorders, a couple of Scooby-Doo mystery vans, etc. And if you see the video, you see roughly what I can been selling on there. I was happy with that because it gives me some money for Birmingham Brums meetup, which I'm going to Friday 25th. That's another story. Chris Tyler said it was yesterday. Oh, okay. Weird. Because I haven't really been on the. Well, I was on eBay a little bit yesterday, but not a lot. Just doing some sales that sold. Sorting some sales out. but that was promotions. Yeah, I think personally for me at the moment, I'm getting better sales without promotions. So the last last sale promote I had was on the 13th of August, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sales from the 14th of August without promotions. That's from when I took it off. Now I'm thinking, would I have got the sales through if I had promote listings on? With because eBay might still be having issues with promoted listings and the click-through rate and the organic impressions, right? Or would I have had the sales? Who knows? But I'm still just happy to get any sales that come through. Because I work on the store as much as my time allows me to. Next thing, when I was going through some vinyl earlier on, went through some vinyls, right? Vinyl stuff. Yeah, that's right. I was going through some vinyls because I noticed because I sold a vinyl today. I'll show you that in a bit, and I thought, hang a minute, it wouldn't go through the raw amount measurements. So I went through. I thought, okay, I'll use Yodel. That's one of the courier companies I use. Yodel. I was like, okay, because what I have with my business policies, I have a few business policies that I've set up quite a while back. Like for small beer glasses, beer steins, ties, board games, football programs, bowls, heavy stuff, trading cards, small parcel, all sorts. I noticed that quite a lot of my items, not a load, but just quite a lot of a handful actually, over 20, 25 items were in different categories, which I know. Well, I put them into the right ones. I always find once or twice a month, eBay, I've been doing something in the background, their end, which mucks up business policies. Always find that. And I found that today. It took me about 20 minutes to sort it out, to go through each listing and put it into the right business policy. And not all my items are on there yet, but I'm getting there slowly. I'm like, for God's sake, really just wind me up, like, in a way. It just takes time to do that, but it's worth it. It's quick and easier rather than just having to go through. But that's that. Oh, it took me ages before. I've not created a business policy for ages. I've got pretty much all of them that I use. Super heavy items on collection only. Large letters. Most of my items that on here go second class and like small parcel, second class sign for small parcel weight under 2 kilograms. But it's just one of those things where get promoted. Well, your business policy, sorry, not promoted. The business policy is where it just mucks up, and you think, right, what are eBay doing in the background? I always think they're doing something, and then when you get to read their updates when it comes up at the beginning of the month or whatever it does, I'm like, right, I thought they'd been working on. It really, because the way I'm up today, I was sorting all the parcels out and doing the shipping and that. Because Mum packed, she helped me pack parcels. Very kind of her. I was like sorting it out. I was like, oh, it took me forever to do business policies, and then I was going through my vinyls to change it from raw mail to Yodel. So I was like, oh, great, take that off there. I don't need anything about that. Let's go down the chat. Oh, mate. If you've not seen that video about the £4 jumper drama, what I will say, I have not got over it. Not in an annoying way, just in a, what's the point? basically, cut long story short, this guy goes around the car boot, local one, been around for years, and he's one of those people who stand there looking at items for ages. Uh, he, he doesn't go, would you take £3 if that's okay? He's like, discount, 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 £3, like in a stressful sort of way. I'm like, no, £4. I stuck to my guns. I got £4 out of him. It may be only £1, but it made my day. I was like, you're not getting away with that, mate. I gave a lot of discount that day, but not for that. He had the full £4 for full force on me. If I had my camera here, like what Ricky Lee did, Ricky Resells, and Bullfines and George Ross does, I don't think I would have got half those sales. I put it in the car and then on the side of the window in the car, and in the end, but it really just like was winding me up. I was trying to keep it back in, which I did. Otherwise, I would shout at the guy and go away, bugger off. But it was one of those things. I'm like, okay. I did indeed. Yes, I did indeed. He brought my Scrabble board games. Nothing special. It's bog standard Scrabble because he sells them for an okay amount, and I'm happy to give him a discount, 3 for a £5, because I had about £2 or £3 each on them. I think £2 or £3 each. Happy to give him a discount. Vinegar jar. Well, sales are unexpected these days. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, they swing to roundabouts. They work okay. It's easier for me to find, personally, for me, to click down and go, that's my business policy, pick on that one, rather than having to go through, like, click on the Royal Mail, remember what how much something costs and stuff. And it's easier when you update one on business policies, you update it, it updates a whole lot instead of going through each individual listing. I personally think he did. Yeah, I personally think he did actually try another jumper. Let's have a look. Oh, adverts. Yeah, I personally think because he took his coat off, right? No, that's the one. Yeah, he did. He put over jumper. What a plonker! I didn't forgot about that. Yeah, he put over jumper. That's right. Yeah, he tried to have another jumper. It didn't really fit him well, but he looked at it, put it down, picked up a pair of trousers, and that. And he put it back up again. Then he asked me again, and trying to get discount. I was like, he paid in the end. No, he didn't fit him very well, but I won't go let him out for £3. No way. Even if popping in. It was actually M&S, by the way. And M&S, it was my own one. It was a bit, because he was a lot taller than me, 6'5", 6'6". I'm 6 foot, 5'11" and a half, maybe 6, roughly. And it was a bit big on me, like not that way, but height wise, because it came up big. It was like a large, came up really big. It's from M&S, and I was like, right, I'll get rid of it for £4, and I did. But it was. I literally cut out half the footage. It would have been about 10 minutes with him. I cut it down to a manageable amount. I was like, Jesus. And I was like, good. Because you could see some of the looks I was giving the camera. I was like, one of those frustrating looks to the camera a few times. But in the end, it went. So I'm happy with that. But he's a regular down there. So I see him. Because, like, I don't think he's a reseller as such, but I don't think he actually is. He just goes around and buys random stuff as you do. Because you get the African, what I find, the African shoe buyers, they buy shoes and stuff, and all bags full of them. And then you get like people buying the clothing, and it's one knows. He gets a lot of clothing. Don't know whether he resells or keeps it or whatever he does. Not fussed, but yeah. But yeah, he did. Before I was filming, he got a deal on those Scrabble board games. I'll look down the list. Right, if you have any questions, pop them in the side chat. So we talked about product listings. Also talked about my business policies. Go through that. So let me know in the side chat or in the comments below after the video's finished. Do you have business policies on your eBay store? And do you do better with promotions or without using promotions? Let me know. Also, what I'm going to do now is go through some of the sales that I've had. Right, ones that are promoted and not promoted. So we go through, present. If you like these ones, let me know in the comments below on the side chat. Share screen, entire screen, audio. Hello, Ma. Bear with me. I'll get the information up that I got. There's one sale that I will not share because I want to keep that to myself. It's one of my few items that I keep to myself that only, I like know about. You know what I mean? As we all do, we keep items to ourselves so it doesn't tank the price of the item or items. They first off sold this Warhammer book, Elder. It didn't go promoted, by the way. Sold it for £10 plus postage, £13.20 on the 25th of July at 12:41 p.m. It was, I think I got it for like £1 or £2 at a Carboot. They don't go for that much money. Some of these Warhammer codexes, the old ones. I think it was like 2004, something like that. 4th edition. It was okay. Pretty happy with that one. Eldar, one of the Warhammer that used to be in Warhammer. I think it's something else now. The next one is a Cristiano Ronaldo match attack from 2019-20 season. The record holder. Pretty good card. I don't know why I didn't put these what do you call it? When multi-quantity listing, I had loads of these. I put them all in as one listing. Like, as all as individual listings. Don't know why I didn't bother. Took me forever. I should just put it as one listing and just change the quantity of that. That sold on a promoted listing when I had it back on with 20% off promotion, because I did a 20% off promotion to try and shift some items. So overall I got £9.20, so we had a little bit of discount on that particular. That sold 27th of July at 7:21 p.m. The next one was, I had 3 of these mystery machines. 2 sold at the Carboot. This one with Scooby-Doo, this monster, and Shaggy. Sold for a tenner. Sold for £10. We promoted listings. I was promoting at that point. It was the 27th of July. I was promoting that week, right? And I had a good promotions. I thought, okay, fair enough. That sold at 27th of July, 7:42 p.m. Let's go back into the chat. See if anyone's got any there. I had better sales sending offers than promoted. Yeah, I find if you do a good discount on sending offers, whether it's just sending offers to a watcher and that, you get a sale. But when someone sends you an offer, quite a lot of the time, I'm inclined to accept if it's decent. Sometimes I can, but not very often on that. Yeah, that went. I was happy with that for a tenner. So £13.80. That went Collect Plus. I was happy with that because the other ones, Royal Mail, 2000 Acres of Sky, Paul K, Michelle Collins, blah blah blah. I took an offer from 45 to £37.50, paid about £1 or so at a book fair about a month or two ago. Sold on the 30th of July 2023, 6:46 p.m. And that wasn't with promoted either. So I was taking promotions off at that particular point. I'm pretty happy with that one. That sold quite well. Another Codex. This one's Tyranids or Tyrannids or whatever you pronounce it. I found it in my bundle pile on the shelving unit. About second or third one up. Like, hang a minute. It was just behind a lot of bundles of books. Pretty good. 4th edition. That one sold for £10 plus postage. 1st of August, 12:02 p.m. Standard sale. Pretty happy with that. If you remember the classic Rosie and Jim on the they're on a barge, I think. Barge on the sea. Some bloke's home. And pretty good, yeah. Popular children's TV by John Cunliffe, or I pronounce it Cunliffe. Placed from Pat. Yeah, that's right. The Charm Tale, Two Door Ragdolls. It's by Ragdoll Productions. We live with a friend. Beautiful canal, not barge, canal boat. The Ragdoll. So as you can see, I think you might be able to see here. It is definitely Ragdoll Productions. Yeah, there, down the bottom, Ragdoll Productions. Might be able to see better on there, Ragdoll. Anyway, I always buy these type, for example, Rosie and Jim, Postman Pat, Fireman Sam, Pingu, Brum, Thomas Tank Engine, etc. Children's TV classics from the 90s and 80s at some when they started off. And this one, I got 15 plus postage. Sold the 1st of August, 7:21 p.m. And this was a time I wasn't promoting my listing. I took it off when I saw all the hoo-ha on Instagram. Another one, Sooty, went moving in and Bubble Trouble. Sooty, Sweep, Sue, and little cousin Scampy. Pretty happy with that. That sold for £12. Took an offer on that one. And the postage, and they go like Royal Mail, and they go second class. Small parcel. When you pack them, you go small parcel. 5th of August 2023, 10:07 p.m. So I was happy with that. I don't get a lot of sales, but when they do come, they're coming in droves. Didn't Mel crash her sales for stuff being promoted? I'm not sure. Possibly. I can't keep up with what Mel's doing at the moment. She's still in America. She's with daily refinement right now. Because if you don't know, she's in America. She's been to the I've forgotten what it's called, but basically a big event where a lot of resellers go to. Bigger than a reseller summit, miles bigger and better. Anyway, long story short, and then she's been to see a lot of people and that. And I think she turned her store off. Last time I heard, she turned her store off. And because she was contemplating having a store on and having a few people pick and pack for her. But I think it's in the end decided to turn it off. But I'm not sure about stopping promoted, like crash her sales. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with people who are on the Instagram or YouTube. Hi Julie, thanks for popping in. Just showing some sales. This one's nice. A fun to learn one is a fully ZX81. I brought a load of games, like cassette games, back at Carboots last year for a £5. One came back. For example, somewhere like here, like these, for example, Space Raiders, Brickstop, for example, ones that need to be relisted. I drafted them up, but they fell off my draft after 30 days. Don't ask. Nope, wrong one. And that's pretty good. What did I get for that? Let's have a look. £10 plus postage, £3.20. And sold 8th of August, 12:09 p.m. So that was without promotions. Because I was testing without promotions, and I was selling better without promotions than they were with promotions. As you just seen, some more football cards went. These are ones that were 95 collection. I don't know why I put a quantity in there. I must have mucked it up for some reason. It should be in the quantity. It should have been 56. Anyway, besides the point. They sold anyway. From I'm not sure what year. I should have put a year in there, really. But a few good cards there. I got £16. I took an offer, £4 off, and was happy with that. Plus postage. Obviously, these are all with either promoted on top or not including what I pay for the item and all the eBay fees. Sold on the 12th of August, 9:11 p.m. Also, I'm not going to show you one lot, as I said, because I don't want to tank the listings. Not listings. Sorry, I don't want to tank the item, the price of it. So I want to keep that secret to myself, which we all do. A few of those, don't you worry. I sold the Alien book set the other day. Alien, Genocide, Rogue, and Harvest. Cannot remember where I got it from, but I've been around at least a couple of years. Sold in the end for £12 plus postage. That's £3.20, second class. Small parcel. Sold for £12, yeah. 14th of August, 5:31 p.m. Pretty happy with those because I wanted to get rid of for store. I was contemplating taking down a car boot, but I thought I better not. And they sold. Then I got, these are nice. Ramesses books. So Christian Jack. Look out for Christian Jack books. I don't mind giving you this one because they're bread and butter, easy money. Why did it go to £3 per lot? One sold. I must have done it wrong on that. Oh, well, I have to look at my listings because I quickly just go through and I do the odd mistake, which you shouldn't do. Another Ramesses, Lady of Abu Simbel. That one was Battle of Kadesh. Under the Western Acacia, something like that. Pretty good. They're heavy books, though. Heavy books. They did go Royal Mail second class, just about. That's including the packing, because when you do, when you go through and you get your scales out and go promptly whatever it may be on, you go okay, that's 1.2, and you got to think how much of the packaging going to weigh. So you got a bit more than that, so they're okay. What do I get for those? £10 plus postage, £3.20. Sold 15th of August at 11:17 a.m. So pretty happy to get rid of those books. What happened was with those books, I'll continue in a minute. With those books, I got those in, I think 2020 or 2021. Got a whole bundle of those from a lady for free. Her husband had passed away recently and had a load of Egyptian books. I kept some for myself, and I sold a few. Some went to the charity shop, they weren't worth much, and I had a few left. So I sold one for like £30, and I kept one that's worth 20. That's a really good one. I'm trying to have a look. There's Kath Kidston on there. Crowded, Gary. I'm not sure now where they were, but there were a few years ago that I sold those particular books. Quickly have a look, see if I can find those. They're in my day vlogs. Go from the look at my day vlog, Staying Alive, Daily Non-Reselling Vlogs. At least a couple of years ago. Books. If I can find, I might be able to find. I might not be able to find those. No, not that one. It'll be around somewhere, but I can't remember exactly now where. But it was in 2020. I'm sure it was. When we were allowed out. Vloggy thing. You can reseller. Picking the back. Found the video. Books and more. UK reseller mini vlog. 2 years ago. Let's have a look. 17th October 2020, when I was shown the books. I got them a few days earlier. So I picked these up. Done pretty well from the bundle. I'll put it in here. Actually, no, I'll put it in there. Egyptian books vlog, yeah. There we go. Oh, I can't spell. E-G-Y. I put Jane Silver, a G. But I'm happy with those. What I got for nothing, because I got some children's books as well, which I showed in a vlog, one of my day vlogs. Did a lot of day vlogs during the pandemic. Let's go down the chat, see if anyone's popped in. I said hi to Gillian. Got any questions? Pop them inside chat. Just show you a few more sales. Going through. Make sure share system audio. Right. I pick up wall plaques, which are wall plaques, either shield plaques, coat of arms. This one, Falkland Islands, Desire, and the Riot. A few knocks. It's the motto of the Falkland Islands. That's right. Some of these take a little while to research because sometimes they've got at the bottom, usually in Latin. I've got like 11 to list of wall plaques. Anyway, paid a couple of quid, local car boot, about a month back. You might have seen it in the video. I believe I had it on in a car boot video, and that one sold for £30. £33.20, second class Royal Mail, 15th August at 7:05 PM. Pretty happy with those. I picked those up quite a bit. Some are hand painted by Dexter Crest Limited. All of these are basically made in England. Very good condition for what it was. You can see a little bit of wear here and there, but it still sell for well for good money. Because what people do, especially like wall plaques, is they don't buy, I'm going to buy so-and-so, like a Bop It or a Pikachu or a pair of trainers because they need it or they want it. They buy because they've either got some affiliation with that particular country, ship, I don't know, army, police, whatever it may be, right? I've sold stuff to doctors. Remember, sold one to doctor in Ireland. Went on his wall, and they do really well. You always look out, especially see like what it is. You usually get around 15 to about at least £50 upwards sometimes for these. They can take a little bit of time to research, but it's always worth researching. In great condition. Um, don't put a condition on that. Okay, maybe not. I only really need to do. Some go that. Some go CH Monday. Because I had a tie a few years ago that I couldn't sell, and in the end I sold it. C.H Monday Limited. Yeah, they're in Borden. If they're not that far from that car boot people go to. CH Monday, proud of heritage and personal service we have to offer our customers who number of thousands over the country. Wall shields, ties. Always worth checking out websites, for example. Like, for example, here, the CH Monday website. If you see, I am going to plonk that on my homepage. What I do also is I have got folders on my phone through varying things like Carboots, jumble sales, trading cards, certain things. I'll put it on there. CH Monday website. It does well to learn. Earn while you learn, and the other way around as well. Learn while you earn. Same thing. And what they're about and what they do. Bowls, clubs, pennants, enamel products, blazer badges, wall shields, ties, all sorts. Now, anyway, let's go through a few more sales. There's not many left. My phone's just gone off again. This one sold. Oh well, actually no. This was quite a hard one to find out. It's the Royal Air Force at Rotary or whatever you pronounce. I can never pronounce these ones. Accra Semper. Accra. It's in Cyprus. There you go. CH Monday Limited, Oxford House, St John's, Woking. This one's particularly limited. Woking. Do all sorts. Near Borden, Woking. No, not far from each other. And this one is located in Cyprus, a Royal Air Force station in Cyprus. I was like, okay. It means the peninsula is always ready. Because I looked it up on Google Translate. And I added up £50. Because that one sold today at 7:41 a.m. I took it off for £30. I thought I'm going to get a gum because £50 is a bit too high for that. You want to relist that one, this particular one here, at 40 because it's got good condition. Nothing's falling off. That part's in there, made of Great Britain. Stick it to a wall. A little bit of a knock there, but it's okay. And £3.20, Royal Mail, boom, 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 done, sold. Wallpaper, get in. I can't believe I went 2 years ago, folks. I brought wallpaper. Lots of Laura Ashley and something else. I can't remember now. But I got wallpaper. Why did I got France per lot of quantity? I must check that out. Anyway, sold it for £60 in the end. £66.60 I paid. It was originally £4 a roll. 4, 8, 12, 16. And I got it all, I think, for might be £14 or £15. Pretty happy with that. Roughly around about £41 overall with postage taken off and all the fees and what I paid for it and all that. Overall, pretty happy with that wallpaper. Sold today at 9:44 a.m. I was like, good. And their mum packed them nicely and they're going Collect Plus. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Yodel. Because that's how I use it. I've got Collect Plus now, but it's Yodel. So I was pretty happy because if you can see here, their kimono, they always look out, if you can see the batch number, which is this one here, WO577A1-A-/3. You can see here, because nothing worse than having a slightly different colour wallpaper to one you've already got halfway around the room. You know, we're all actually home, all covering. It's when everyone's doing it. Size. I also said to my mum, these are going to sell. She's like, oh, no, not going to sell. What happened? 2 years later, they sold. Check rolls. Yeah, batch number. And they're all good pictures because they're not blurry. You can see they're in decent condition. Never been used at all. So I'm happy with those. That one that sold. The next one that sold as I was out, because I was out earlier. I took an offer, £7, £10.20 overall, 2:48 p.m. done and out the door tomorrow. Another vinyl I picked up for like £1 or £2. So I was pretty happy with sales lately over the last 3 or 4 days. Let me just grab those out. I'll make sure I got, because it takes up a lot of the internet. Like basically, struggles with a lot of windows open. Anyone? Oh, it's a bit warm today, car. Whew. So let's go down the chat. Have a look. One of the first things that Monkey Fifter said he sold on eBay was a book called How to Read Hieroglyphics in 2003. Paid 50p itself, £16 plus. Yeah, postage. Egyptian books always sell really well. It's something that a lot of people know little about. They know about Tutankhamun and like others, like Abu Simbel. If you've seen, for example, the Mummy films, all that, Mummy Returns, Cleopatra, etc., etc. If you've seen the Carry On film, say no more. But like, I watch a lot of people online, like Tony Robinson, for example, Alice Roberts, and others who go around Egypt and show different places, not just the normal tourist hotspots, because they're always discovering a lot about Egypt. One of my favourite subjects after like World War I and II and that. One of my most favourite to read about and look up online and see programs about Egypt, because they've only discovered at least 70%. There's still a lot to discover, especially in the Valley of the Kings, Valley of the Queens. Hi, Lincoln Seller, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Got any questions? Pop them in the side chat. Hi, Todd, thanks for popping in. Hope all is well over in the US and your reselling is going. You're smashing it, basically. What camels and forts and that and deserts. Pretty much. But there's a lot they don't know about the Great Pyramid of Giza. I do know they still find stuff all the time. Because if you can research, like, what is the latest thing they discovered in Egypt?
According to PBS, Egypt unveiled the discovery of long corridor inside the Great Pyramid of Giza on Thursday, the first to be found on the structure's north side.
2nd of March 2023, is still discovering stuff. There's that guy, I think it's a Dr. Hawass. Can't remember. He's an Egyptologist, and he's been on many programs. Read articles from him. He's brilliant, literally. Because you get the history where you, like, people say, like, make up stuff like tomb robbers and stuff, and curses and mummies. You should see the mummy films. I think it's Curse of King Tut's tomb. I think with is it Jonathan Day? basically the Mummy films, sort of alternative history sort of thing. Yeah, Curse of King Tut's Tomb, 2006. That's right. Casper Van, yeah, Jonathan Hyde, yeah, Simon Callow, yeah. I think that's set partially in America and all that. But then anyway, it's about curses and stuff, and yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it's pretty good, like for alternative history sort of thing, like UFOs and sort of thing, like that. You know what I mean? Like Independence Day, for example. But with the history, it's really interesting. But yeah, I've never been to Egypt and that, and one more time things I would like to do, but never know when. No idea. But yeah, it's pretty interesting because I like to sell certain things as you do. As you've seen on there, certain things that you may not sell or you may have sold loads of. These days, for a while actually, these days, I find that I like to try and research like different items rather than just the bundle stuff. For example, like Pokemon stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh, Boppets, VHS tapes, games, for football programs. I like to try and do collectibles, find collectibles, beer steins, anything to do with ancient Egypt, wall plaques, for example, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, if you see me go around the Carboots when I do old charity shops, you'll see me look at things and go, "Oh, that's interesting." May not buy it because I'm not sure what it is or what it's worth. Especially at a car boot, you don't really have that long to pick stuff up. And you may be shouting at the screen going, buy that, buy, sell, sell, sell. That Own Fools and Horses quote, 90, I think it's 1996, one of the episodes. No, it wasn't. It was 2002, 2001. Yeah, 2001 episode of Own Fools and Horses. Yeah, buy, sell, sell, sell. Something, I think it's something like one of the late ones anyway. And it's a good quote from Rodney Trossard. Like for example, these off skateboards, and you want to look out for that logo. Hopefully it comes out. It looks like a World War II German thing, but a nice cross, but it sort of isn't. That there, skateboarding brand, for example. If you look it up, if I can get it on here, research is key. I know you might not have time to research, but I won't show it. But basically, this one is Truckco. So it's a good one. Skateboard trucks, and I got it as you see. I got these car boot a while back, not that long ago, and they're worth good money. Keep out for spares and stuff, because if you buy a skateboard like massively long to pack and like takes a mick, I don't tend to. I tend to get the trucks and the components, because these what these would people do is they'll get rid of, like for example, these bits are rusted shut. They want this metal bit and the wheels. Wheels are fine, because if you see like Sky Brown, Nigel Houston, Manny Santiago, the old Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist, Bam Margera, who skates, as you know, skating like is universal worldwide. Like Tony Hawk's games, for example, Bucky Laced. That's sort of people. And as I said, the new ones, Ryan DeCenzo, Sky Brown. There's a lot of Japanese who come and go really, really well. And like always breaking those things, always easily break, and they the boards will snap in half, and sometimes they stay intact, sometimes they don't, but they're really hard. Don't drop it on your foot. It's really interesting. I can't remember. My mind's gone blank on that. No, it's not. Skateboarding brand. So I'll have a look. Evening, Pat. Thanks for popping in. Hope all is well. Skateboarding brand logo. Not that one. I found it. Found it. 2 seconds. Google. Thank you very much. Independent truck company. I knew it. I couldn't remember. I knew it was truck company. It's the independent truck company logo. Find that. Worth of money. £20 plus. Even in this condition, used. Because the bloke who sold it to me, as you've seen it in the video, he had it on a chest of drawers for his kid. He brought one, some random skater type, put it on there years ago. I thought it'd be worth money. I thought, yep. Well, he knew, I knew, gone for a decent price. Because if you look at all full skateboarding brands, for example, you got like your Vans and your Etnies, Santa Cruz, Osiris, like Dickies do well. Like Etnies, Dickies, that's right, because they're the ones also who do all the quite a lot of the work gear, like working on building sites, for example, Dickies, and that. It's plenty of others. I'm trying to think. Sarah Resel's got one of the same hats as me. Sarah SARA Resells on Instagram. Same hats. I don't think she's shown it. Oh, it's not on a grid, I don't think. Oh. Just no, that's the other hat. I saw it the other week. She was wearing it. Damn. I can't remember now. She does wear it. I've got it upstairs. I can't bother to go and find it. See if we can have a look. Anyways, there's another skateboarding brand. Yeah, she does wear it out occasionally. It's gonna wind me up. So Summit for steaming color. Oh, I can't remember now. Be nice to find it. Do talk about stealth for a sec. If I can't find it, I won't be able to find it. But I saw it at the weekend, I think, or last weekend. Oh, then anyway, there's a lot of skateboarding brands to look out for. But as I say, a lot of things do sell well, but are more obscure than you think. Because I started out just buying Boppets and Pokemon stuff and like usual VHS tapes and toys and the usuals. Element, yes, no, but no, probably is actually. Possibly. No, I can't remember. It'll come to me at some point. Not at DC either. Anyway, besides the point, but I'll be talking about promotions on your listings. Also, it's showing a few sales. eBay stores down below in the description. Check it out. Yeah, Sav. £19.20, and then from Saturday, £19.20, £53.20. Sunday, Monday, £15.20. Tuesday, £49.40. And today, £110. Best day for months. But that's only average. Like, you got to take off all the costs and what you pay for the item, etc. It's very popular. I'm going to wind me up now to find that. Not Vans, not Vans, not Dickies. Oh, dude, mine's gone blank. But anyway, if I find it, I'll share with you in the description below. If you've got anything to talk about, let me know. The plaques I did show. Yes, I did actually. I think I did in the £2 each from a guy who gave me a bit of information lowdown on the hats. Sorry, plaques, I should say. I paid £4 each on the one I got from Apps Court. Pretty happy with that. The hats on those. Found it. Carhartt. I knew I'd find it. An absolute banging hat. Carhartt, for example, like that there. Knew I'd find it. I looked right. I brought a skateboarding hat from Poshmark when it first came to UK. Proper came on the app. Guess where it is? No idea. I lost it. I literally lost it. It's really annoying because it's a really nice one I brought. It weren't Vans either. I just can't remember what it was. I've seen some of my videos. I lost it. I need to find another one because some of my snapback hats they gets a bit broken at the back. That's for another day. Sell a few more bits. I might be able to afford it. But yeah, pretty happy with some sales that I've got. But what I've got to do is replicate listings into sales, not just rely on older listings and going checking my listings to get those sales through. So what I will do throughout next couple of days is get some stuff out to list. I've got loads of stuff. Might even go through some vinyls because I've got some now vinyls to list. Yeah, I've got loads. Yeah, so I'll probably on another 5 minutes. Got any quick questions? Pop them in the side chat. Thanks everyone for popping up. I appreciate that. And if you take any snippets of knowledge, it's all good. That's why I try and help people with snippets of knowledge, stuff that I know that may be useful to you to find something either for your collections or to resell back online for a decent profit. Oh, it's gone cold. Right. Bills and Moon says we all had our sales and payments from accepted offers yesterday. Came through at almost the same time today. So weird. Yeah, it's weird where you get one sale come through and all your payment. Yeah, it's just for sales. You get one, then you get another, then get another, and then all of a sudden they pay. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. That works really well when you got your phone on loud in a charity shop and at a car boot. People look and go, oh, what? It gets the resellers through. You know who resellers are. You probably know them anyway, but I've done that a few times, ka-ching in a charity shop, and you can see who's a reseller and who isn't, who ain't bothered, who is. It's quite hilarious, to be honest. No worries, Alan. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Take care, mate. Right. This week, video, folks. Right. Let's have a look what I've got scheduled on my... I think I've got one short scheduled. And you might know what it is anyway. Let's have a look through that. Short video on 17th tomorrow at 5 p.m. A short video, the distressful guy, a buyer at the car boot. I put a short out for that, so I think that goes well. That's Thursday. I might put a video out on Saturday actually. I did one on Friday. I've got either one vlog from Reigate, which I might leave till later, Priory Park from Reigate and Reigate Park. I might put out a reselling style video. Monday vlog from the 10th. No, that's the wrong one. Week vlog, yeah, Monday. Nope, that's Thursday. Monday, the 10th of August. So that was a couple of Mondays ago where I started to get items up that week for the Carboots. I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that'd be Monday vlog. And I can say it's quite interesting to just hear my thoughts on clearing stock. So that should be out on some point on Saturday. So check out for that particular video coming out. And I should be at some Carboots at some point this weekend, because this weekend I should be out to a Carboot, but the weekend after I'll be up in Birmingham, Britain's should say England, sorry, the second biggest city. Up at Brumley Cellar's meetup, meeting people, having a laugh and a drink and all that. There is some train strikes on a Saturday. Hopefully people will be able to get to that. Let me know if you're going to Brumley Cellar's meetup in Birmingham on the 26th of August, bank holiday weekend, where I'm staying. Up at the Maypole. There's a Maypole Carboot on the Sunday, I think. MAY. Nope. Maypole. Yeah, Maypole Carboot sale. There we go. Right opposite where the hotel is, which is called, it's not a Premier Inn, it's the other one. My mind's gone. It's too late, mate. Oh shit, I've gone to the wrong place now. Damn. Blast. There we go. Travel Lodge. A Maypole. It's basically open your curtains and you can see the Carboot. It's on Maypole Carboot sale 7 o'clock, I think, on Sunday. So I might, if I'm up, roll out of bed. I'm here. Get a few bargains. I might do. I'll see my little video on that particular. So yeah, I'll be there, in particular on that weekend. That's a shame. No worries. Hopefully meet you soon at another meetup. But I thought I might as well go. Can't go to any of the others. There's plenty of other ones that are on. So I thought, why not? I met Brumley Cellar at the Hitchin meetup. That was great to meet him. So replicate the opportunity to meet him again in his home turf. He knows all the places around, so it'll be a good night out, good day. A couple of the pubs, because I think he's got like a DJ and free bar and something or another. Anyway, but before then, got to try and resell some stuff. So hopefully I'll do that and get some videos out for you, especially while I'm away as well. So as I say, usually when I remember, like, share and subscribe to Peter Ray's Adventures. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, buy me coffee, or you could look at my eBay store and go, give me a nice little ka-ching. And if you do, let me know who you are, and I'll give you a little shout out in the video. Keep subscribed for more content on this channel as well, on Peter Ray's Adventures, because there'll be reselling content and outside adventure vlogs coming up throughout the rest of this year and continuing throughout. And I'll speak soon. Thanks to everyone for popping in. Much appreciated. No, Andrew for that. Andrew being, don't you worry. Most probably after a few little drinks. Maybe. See you later, guys. Thanks for popping in.